one of those layers of why I don't think I am in a relationship was just purely because I still not it's a combination of like I don't want what they had, and then also being very honest with myself and understanding that I did not have the capability of being healthy in a relationship. Um, and those two things I had to acknowledge when I decided to be a parent. And I think it's probably one of the healthiest decisions I ever made. I think people look at it so like in our society as this kind of something must be wrong with her, right? With women, it's always like something must be wrong with her. She can't keep a man. And it's never part of the discussion of like, wow, she's really living her truth. Like she's living in her happiness. Like this is actually a choice that she made. I like want to just like look at them and just be like, do you know how fucking great it is to live exactly how I want to live, to experience motherhood exactly how I wanted to experience it? And I know the next thing they say is like, well, that's not fair on your kids. Can I tell you something? That will be their story to tell. I can't tell you. I can only tell you that this is the best way that I know how to be a mother to them. And maybe they'll grow up and tell their story, and I will respect that. I just know that this was the only way that I knew I could do it. And my fucking God, do I love every single day of it. I love that I don't have to share them with somebody. I love that I don't have to run every fucking thing by a guy. I love that I don't have to, well, oh my God, co-parent. I fucking love that I don't have to do any of that stuff. And my children, we joke. Listen, I think you can tell, like, this is how I raise my kids.
Yeah.
Like, right? We don't hide this shit. They're like, oh my God, mom, I can't go to Sarah's house because like her father. And I was like, oh my God, aren't you guys so happy we don't have to deal with that? And like, oh my God, mom.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
And that right there is part of the problem. Bragging about being single, amongst other things. You guys got to watch the entire podcast with her on the Call Me Daddy podcast, where she's claiming that she's having better sex today at 49 than in her 20s. And straight preaching feminism like it's some kind of gospel. But today, I want to cut through all this fantasy and just deal with some facts about Charlize Theron, a multi-millionaire actress. She's definitely not your average 49-year-old woman. She's definitely had surgeries, a bunch of Botox and fillers. She's brought the illusion of youth to her life. But here's the truth. It doesn't matter. Men don't value that. Men value youth. Men value fertility. Men value femininity. They could care less what type of fame you've acquired through your Hollywood career. This is partly the reason why she's single today. All right? We don't value Hollywood Botox and fame. And at 49, she's about aged out of the sexual marketplace, and she knows it. This is why she's single. She talks about busting it down for a real one with a dude who was 26 years old. Talking about the sex was amazing. She got her back blown out with no commitment. The question is, that's not empowerment, is it? It's a mask. It's a cover-up for regret, for loneliness, for lost time. Because honestly, no man with purpose and dignity is looking for a woman who treats sex like a hobby. It's nasty. Charlize is selling the same tired lie we've heard for decades. That being single and independent is the ultimate victory. Fast forward 20 years from now. Here's what you'll get. You'll get silence. You'll get no Mother's Day visits, no anniversaries, no one at your bedside checking up on you, no legacy, just empty wine glasses and feminist articles to keep you company. How's that freedom? That's failure. in my opinion. And misery loves company. She isn't celebrating her life, by the way. She's recruiting others into her regret. She hates you. She hates your youth. She hates the fact that you still have choices. Don't celebrate this demon. Don't. You guys still have chances to make your life right, especially at the young age of 20, while you're in your 20s. Now, I want to get into another subject involving her son. And this is the part nobody wants to say out loud up until of late, just recently. But she adopted 2 kids, and I think one of them, his name was Jackson. Remember that? A couple of years ago, it was big news when her son told her he wanted to be a girl, and she went through with it. 3 years old. He said he was a girl, and she ran with it. Now, let me be very clear. A 3-year-old cannot make a lifelong decision about gender. I'm sorry. They don't even know what they want for dinner. It's not parenting. That's ideological abuse. That child had no idea what gender even meant. And what she did, that's not love. That's grooming. It's Holly weird virtue signaling at the expense of a vulnerable child, a confused child. And for the Black community, it's a slap in the face. I don't care if she was raised in South Africa. She removed 2 Black children from their culture and raised one as the opposite sex in a white, weird, liberal bubble. This is not adoption. It's appropriation. It's exploitation. Look back at the John Money case. Google it if you don't. Google that guy if you don't know who he was. Dr. John Money, the inventor of gender. A famous story of a boy forced to live as a girl on the gender theory. And what happened? Make a long story short, he took his own life. That's where this ideology leads. And yet here we are, applauding it like it's brave. Let me explain something to you guys. Sex, which you should already know, is biology. It's chromosomes. It's science. Gender, that's ideology. It's a belief system. It's confusion. And when you start pushing that onto children, 3-year-olds, that's not progressive. That's evil. She's a demon. She isn't brave. She's not a role model. She's a warning sign, a billboard for everything wrong with this culture. It's always about vanity over values, ideology over biology, delusion over truth. And yes, she should be investigated for what she's doing to those kids. Because this isn't parenting, it's performance. And those kids are the props. So don't buy into her bullshit. Build a family, create a legacy, value truth. Because when the lights go out and the cameras stop rolling, all that fake empowerment bullshit, it leaves you with absolutely nothing. It is what it is, whether you like it or not. I said what I said. I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you guys on the next one.